Hello and welcome to another episode of Kev's Keepers. This is part 9 of the series. If you've been watching, you've heard this spiel. This will be the ninth time. But I've collected autographs for about 30 years now. I've football, mainly football and baseball, some basketball sprinkled in there. But I've just have some autographs in boxes that I'm going through, and I haven't looked at these boxes for probably 15 to 20 years. So it's kind of a trip down memory lane for me. There are some good ones in here. We've came across so far maybe 10 Hall of Famers. A lot of them are people that you haven't thought of in 20 years, but maybe it'll bring back some memories for you. So as always, if you like my channel, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm just getting back into cards a little bit during the quarantine and everything during this time. So I'm just doing this for fun. And I hope you like. So without further ado, we'll kind of jump right in. So I'll just go through a stack of cards, and we'll see what we get. So we'll start this video off with Seaway, Curtis Conway, wide receiver for the Bears. He's married to someone. And I said this in the last video and I should have looked it up, but he's married to someone famous and I cannot figure it out. Um, Whatever. Another Curtis Conway. Meadow Universe card. Marv Cook, tight end with the Pats. Another Marv Cook. Former first round pick for the Bengals, John Copeland. And then we have Russell Copeland, wide receiver with the Bills. Quinton Coriat. Quinton Coriat, that's right. He was a really high pick with Indianapolis, I believe. This one just says first round pick. Another Quinton Coriat that he signed on the back. First round. Oh, here's a sore spot for Brownies fans. Tim Couch. I think he was a number 2 pick, maybe, and did nothing in the NFL. Came to the Packers, and I was hoping that he could resurrect his career. Not so much. Aaron Craver, running back with the Dolphins here. Jeff Criswell. Mike Kroll, linebacker with the Denver Broncos here. Next up, we have former Heisman Trophy winner, Eric Crouch. Another Eric Crouch. I always remember, what I remember about Eric is he signed a lot, but one of my friends had a crush on him, and he was walking to his car, and another person that was there getting autographs said, "Hey, she has a crush on you." And my friend Holly turned beet red. She was so embarrassed. I don't know why I remember that, but oops. I believe he was playing DB at this point in time. The card says wide receiver, but I thought he was playing DB when he was at the Packers. We have Carlester Crumpler, tight end with Seattle. I believe he played for Minnesota as well. Here we go. Dante Culpepper. Quite a few good years with the Vikings. Then we go right into another good quarterback, Randall Cunningham. Got him a couple of times when he was with the Vikings. He was a really good signer when I was up there. Speedster, running back Chris Darkins. Another player that I loved when he was with the Packers, Najee Davenport. I always really had high hopes for him. He was decent, but nothing really extraordinary. Nice guy, though. Here he is. Miami uniform. All right. Don Davey, third round draft pick of the Packers back in 91. Anthony Davis, one of many Anthony Davises, linebacker with the Chiefs. Eric Davis. Rob Davis. He's a long snapper with the Packers for a number of years, and I believe he was in the front office for a long time with the Packers, and I think he either moved to Cleveland or Oakland. But this is Rob Davis. Baltimore. What? I don't even know what uniform he's wearing here. It's a CFL. Yeah, I don't know. It's a CFL, but I'm not sure what uniform he's wearing there. Steven Davis, really good. Had a couple really good years with the Redskins. Another nice Steven Davis card. Troy Davis, really, really good college running back at Iowa State. Really short guy, remember? Really short guy. Troy Davis. He was at the Saints at the same time when they drafted Ricky Williams. Here he is in his Iowa State uniform and these Metal Universe cards that I love so much. Tyrone Davis. Another Packers tight end here. Bunch of Tyrone Davises. We go from Troy Davis for a bunch to Tyrone Davis, where I have a bunch. Same, still Tyrone Davis, same guy with the Jets. Another Tyrone Davis, I believe. Yep. This time he's in his college uniform. Is that Oklahoma State? Yeah. Wendell Davis, former Bears wide receiver. Next card, rest in peace. Willie Davis. He just very recently passed away. His autograph says Willie Davis, and then he put Packers on it. That's interesting. There's a different Willie Davis, wide receiver, in a Chiefs uniform, but the card says Oilers. Here's Willie Davis again in the Chiefs uniform. Dawsey, Lawrence Dawsey, wide receiver with the Bucks. I think Dermontti Dawson, I'm pretty sure he's in the Hall of Fame. Really good center with the Steelers in the late 80s, early 90s. Oh, here we go. Random basketball. Vinny Del Negro. Can barely see that autograph anymore. Jack Del Rio, longtime coach in the NFL. Brian DeMarco, the Senior Bowl with his Michigan State helmet still. Former Badger wide receiver Lee Doremus. He was drafted by the Saints. I'll always remember Lee Doremus because him and J.C. Dawkins were the wide receivers for the Badgers when I really started getting into Badger football, and my dad took me to my first game. So Lee Doremus always has a special place in my heart. And then we have a couple, again, Heisman Trophy winner, Ty Detmer. The Packers for a number of years. We have time for another stack. Marty Carter will kick us off on this stack. I always enjoyed Marty Carter. I just remember we were sitting at a picnic table when he was with the Bears, and he just came up and had a normal conversation with us. He's a really nice guy. Marty Carter. Another Bears DB, Tom Carter. Here he is in his Notre Dame uniform. Rookie card, 7th to 17th pick, and then first round in 1993. More Tom Carters, or another Tom Carter. Then we move into Chris Chandler, quarterback with the Oilers here. Here we have Antonio Chapman. It's primarily a punt and kick returner for the Packers, but also played some wide receiver. Here we go, Packers fans. Tight end Mark Chmura, Chewy, one of Favre's favorite targets. Eugene Chung. Another random Brewer here for you, Jeff. Jeff Cirillo. Sliding into home plate there. One of the best hitting Brewers of all time. I believe he may have the highest batting average in club history. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's right. Chris Claiborne. I believe he was a first-round pick from USC for the Lions back in the day. Cam Cleland, tight end with the Saints. Couple here. Another Cam Cleland. I think if I remember right, this guy was super tall. No, 6'4". Dwayne Clemens, a first-round pick for the Vikings back in '96. Defensive end. Dwayne Clemens. Here he is in his Cal uniform. Here we go. Longtime Packers left tackle, Chad Clifton. Mike Cloud, running back from Boston College. I'm not sure where he played as a pro. Oh, Kansas City. Another Mike Cloud. Here we go. Reggie Cobb. When he came to the Packers, I had really high hopes for him. Again, didn't pan out. It didn't pan out like every Packers move in the early 90s. Till we got Reggie White. Most of our moves did not pan out. Some more Reggie Cobbs. Here's a dual sign. Let's see who we have here. Starlin Collinet and Kivusama Maze. So I told my Maze story before. I was on the front page of the paper getting his autograph. Um, yeah. Cecil the Diesel Collins. He was supposed to be really good coming in and really flamed out. Another Cecil Collins. Todd Collins, quarterback with the Bills, longtime backup QB. Couple Raiders here, only one signed. Derek Combs with the autograph. DeLawrence Grant and Derek Gibson, the other two on the card. Albert Cannell, wide receiver for the Redskins. Another Albert Cannell. We're back to a couple more Curtis Conways where we started this video. Another Conway. Try to keep this video around 20 minutes. So we have a couple minutes for a couple more. So I'll just grab a small stack here. Start off Ernest Biner. I loved Ernest Biner on Madden in like 93, 93, around there. So good on Madden. James Campen, longtime Packers center. Mark Carrier, longtime Bears safety. Another Mark Carrier. Mark Carrier. Darren Covington. Another Darren Covington. He has a couple Bible verses on here. Matthew 6:33 and Phil 4:11. Ooh, the next one. Yeah. I believe he's still in jail. Ray Caruth. Actually, maybe he got out. I don't know, but he was in jail for a long time. Ray Caruth, former first-round pick of the Carolina Panthers. Ooh, Hall of Famer next. We have a couple here. Chris Carter, wide receiver with the Vikings. Chris Carter. Dale Carter, safety. He played with the Chiefs. Here's another Dale Carter card. Kevin Carter. Always remember Kevin Carter. We got him when he was with the Rams, and the day that we were there, he had on this really tight Superman shirt. And he's super tall. He's got to be 6'5". Yep, 6'5", and just ripped. And he had that on this really tight Superman shirt. I'll always remember him for that. Pretty good defensive end too, back in the 90s. Another Kevin Carter. Another Kevin Carter. And then our last card is another Carter, but a different Carter. Ki-Jana Carter. I believe he was top 5 pick for the Bengals, running back out of Penn State. 95. Kind of tore up his knee and never got his career started. You always feel for guys like that work so hard to get into the NFL and then one injury and they're done. But anyways, thanks for watching. This is, I believe I have maybe one more episode in this box of Cavs Keepers, the autograph edition. So thanks for watching. If you feel like it, give me a comment, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm adding videos fairly regularly, new cards, old autographs, opening stuff. So yeah, so thanks for watching Cavs Keepers. Have a great day. Bye now.